What's happening, guys? Welcome, everyone. This is not a clickbait video. We are going to discuss what my friend Ben Coven, we met at the Bitcoin conference. I went to his cryptoverse party as well. He's a good guy, and he has been right on Bitcoin. So, just to give you a scenario, just like how Ben Cohen's been right about Bitcoin, this small YouTuber has been right about Bitcoin as well, but I want to contradict what he says right now. First of all, my name is Shrey, and you are watching Shrey TV, baby. Okay, see, Ben Cohen's right here, okay? And this is me on November 27, 2022. What did I mention here? This is the chart. I say, what do you think happens? So Bitcoin was at 16,466, and I posted this, that we go between $113,000 to $220,000, right? Everyone is waiting for this to happen. Will they get it? What does the market always do? Okay. Historical low RSI. This was a monthly chart of Bitcoin. This is when Bitcoin was right here. Monthly chart of Bitcoin. We'll come on Ben. I will let you know what he's saying right now. So this is when I said that the historical RSI is really low, right there. And I said we are going up from here. Okay. So that is me, and let's see what Ben says on his Twitter and on his YouTube. I don't want to play too much of his content, which is on YouTube, because I can get a copyright strike. But here's one of his tweets 11 hours ago. In 2019, Bitcoin topped 36 days before QT officially ended. Topped June 26, QT ended August 1st. In 2025, Bitcoin topped 56 days before the QT official ended. Top October 6th. QT ended December 1st. Okay, so here's the short video from one of the YouTube clips.
And so what, right? If we go through a bear market, it happens every 4 years, and this time doesn't have to be different just because we want it to be. So I think that you could look at the QT narrative and the interest rate environment narrative and justify a similar type of bear market as the one we got in 2019. I think you can justify it. I think a lot of people are going to sit around and try to explain why it's different. But at the end of the day, the odds that we look back on 2025 and then going into 2026, the odds that we look back on it and we're like, yeah, it was just a bear market, like all the bear markets, I think they're really high, and I mean, yeah, there's a chance I'm wrong, and maybe Bitcoin does go to new all-time high before things truly end for a year. But the good news is, if we are in a bear market, we're already 2 months into it, and normally they're about a year. look at the problems.
Yes, Ben, you are wrong, as you mentioned. If I'm wrong, yes, you are wrong. I'll tell you why. Okay, why do I contradict Ben on what his prediction is? He's focusing solely on his Fourier cycle theory, but as you can say, this time it's different. Yes. I'll tell you why I feel it's different. What I've been focusing on is Bitcoin's trend line, and as fundamentally as the asset matures, things don't always play out like you intended, Let's look at the Bitcoin chart upside down, to get a better idea about Bitcoin. Why do I think he's wrong? Let me show you. Okay, we've been focusing on this until Bitcoin hits this number. I would say, let's do this way. Okay. Until Bitcoin is in this falling wedge. If you look at upside down, it's a falling wedge. When does it end? Right there. Okay. So when do I change my stance? If we cross, I would change my opinion if we cross, significantly. If a wick goes to $72,000, I would be, I could change my position on what my stance is right now. But as of right now, if Bitcoin even goes as far as this range between 77 to 74.8, I'm still bullish. Because look at this. Until we are in this falling wedge, okay, I think the wick could go, Bitcoin's wick could go like that and still come back down. Like that, okay? We would come back down to previous all-time high, close to the all-time high, might not, and have a pullback that goes to around these ranges, around 95, even 92, and then make another all-time high to 135, between 135 to 137, and still drag a little bit, to all the way to the end of 2026 and make another all-time high. I'm looking at 150, between 150 to 170 before the Bitcoin tops. I think this cycle is going to go way longer than anyone anticipates. Okay, everyone's calling for a bear market. Not only Ben, there are so many other people calling for a bear market, but the bull market for altcoins could end in Q1, because just because Bitcoin's going up, that doesn't mean all the altcoins will go up all the way until end of 2026. It is possible that the pump that we get for our altcoins could be Jan, Feb, March, possibly April, and that's it. Those altcoins might not see another high after that. So yeah, it'll be a tricky cycle, but individually, I'm looking at charts individually. Every crypto that I'm following, I'm looking at those charts and going according to that particular crypto's chart. I don't care. I'm keeping Bitcoin in mind, but I've been tracking Bitcoin for a long time. If you can see, right here, before this tweet, this was November 27, 2022, right? If you look at my other tweets about Bitcoin here, this was Jan 2013 when Bitcoin was, everyone was like, oh man, it's over. It was $94,000. I said we are going up, and where did I say the local top would be? Between $116,000 to $117,000, right? Almost $118,000, right? So I've been pretty accurate on Bitcoin. So I do think Bitcoin has more legs, and especially the bull market. The altcoin is going to pump significantly. It's going to get crazy, okay? Let me say hello to all my friends. How are you? How's everyone? Chayesh, QNT, Zcash, JutB. Let me turn on the music. It's too serious here. How's everyone, man? Are you able to hear me clearly? Make sure to hit that like, man. I just wanted to come here and calm your nerves. A lot of people are very nervous, and their belief system is saying that it's all over. Okay? I just want to come and say it's not over. Hold on. I hope you're able to hear me. Okay, is the volume clear, guys? Are you able to hear me properly? I just want to make sure that the sound is clear. Ben and others say bear. That's true. Hope Shrey is right. Bitcoin Baijan, but Ben says it's bear market. Yes. That's where I differ from Ben. Even this guy, Ivan on Tech, you know, they all bear. These accounts, Ben has almost 1 million followers on YouTube and almost 1 million people on Twitter. Damn, man, you know. People are going to miss out on one of the biggest runs in the history of crypto. It's going to get crazy, you know. Right before when it's about to get crazy, all these people are getting out of the market. It's shame, you know. Like Bitcoin, can it do this? As I said, you know, even if it gets out, the weekly, I feel, the weekly will close. See how the wicks are right there? So, a big long wick, you know, right here, if it comes down to this level right there, I wouldn't be scared if that happens, okay? Because it'll be momentarily and it will come back up, okay? I feel that this is a daily close, but the weekly close, I expect the weekly close below 83,600. That's the number I'm looking for, a weekly candle close. If the candle closes, the weekly candle closes below 83,600, then we are fine. Like what it does on a daily, I don't care. You know, you can, Bitcoin can drop to 77, even 75. And I would be still bullish, okay? Because what I expect Bitcoin to do is something like this. You know, it might not go there, you know, but even if it goes back to 92 or even $100,000, there's a potential that it would come back up. I mean, come back down to this 83 range before going back to its mean. That is around $122,000, right? Spend some time here, then make another dump to 94, 95 before making another all-time high, $235,000. I think Bitcoin is heading towards $135 to $137,000, and eventually, possibly, could be by the end of the year. We go to 150, between 150 to 160. Okay, that's what I think. Because nobody is expecting that. Nobody. There are no calls for the bull market to last until end of the year. There's a possibility that it could probably drag into Q1 of 2027. Okay? After that, I'm bearish. You know, after that, yeah, I'll be a big bear, okay? But not right now. Not right now. If you look at my past videos, man, people who find this or find me because of this thumbnail, go back and look at my videos. You know, when Bitcoin was $16,000, Bitcoin when it was $30,000, precisely I predicted Bitcoin, okay? I'm not always right, okay? I'm a human being, but I'm telling you, it's not done yet. It's not done. Okay, Judby, you want me to look at Zcash. Okay, let's look at Zcash. I told you in the last live stream that Zcash is done. Right, but that doesn't mean done. You know, I think Zcash would be somewhere, you know, $1,000 to $1,000 to $1,100. You know, that's the next level. I think that's the bottom for Zcash right now, and it would do something like this. come back up and waste some time like that and go back up to this level, and then you get a bigger dump. Once you reach this level, then you get a bigger dump, like that, and then just a little bit lower to make you think the bull market's over, and then go a little higher, probably $1,300 to $1,400, between $1,300 to $1,400. Once that happens, then I would think Zcash cycle's over, and it is a possibility that it would drop back down to these levels, 125, this range, possibly between 90,000 to at 125. Here, let's see. Yeah, we could drop like this, okay? From there, we do this. Okay, like that. Okay, and that will be the bottom for Zcash. Waste some time here like that, and probably 2028 or 2029 we go to $3,000. Okay, that's how I think this would play out. Zcash. Okay, one more drop. So from $1,400, yeah, 95% drop. Yeah, that is a respectable drop. Yeah. But Zcash, expected pump, at least it would waste time once it reaches halfway. So when I say halfway, that means if you look at the fib levels from the top to the bottom, so halfway is about $500. $500 is halfway. This is where it would get stuck. Waste some time before probably, end of the year. December end or Q1. Here we go to $1,000 or $1,100. Okay, make another high. That's what I think is, even to $500, that is 50% pump. Yeah, I expect that. Chayesh, you want me to look QNT? Why you want me to look at QNT? One, it pumped a lot, brother. Look at this scam wick. Went down all the way. Look at this wick. Look at this red. Well, now, just because the kind of time that we have spent, yeah, QNT looks ready for another run up. How far can we go? That's the question. Let's find. Okay. I've never focused on this asset that much, just because of the gains. It made really good gains. So, there's not much room for us to make. Probably Can it do another 10x? Possibly. $1,000. Yeah. I need some more time, you know, to study this chart thoroughly. But, you know, if it loses this level, then it's done, bro. You know. I'll be conservative and say $1,000. Yeah, as of now, I have to study this chart a little more seriously, you know. But because I'm bullish right now, because it has a lot of gains, you know. Well, look from the bottom here to the top. It did 25, 250x. Okay, that's the only reason I don't like this QNT. But $1,000, yes, $1,000 is possible. You know, $1,000 is possible. Trey is the only YouTube I follow that is still bullish. I am with my brother Shrey. Yeah, man. What about Swiftcoin? Still going up, I hope. Yeah, man. Bitcoin buy, John. Just relax, man. We are going to be rich. Rich AF. Wife-changing money's coming, brother. Wife-changing, okay? It's going to be amazing. The next few months, until I would say March, April, are going to be amazing. It'll be life-changing. Altcoins are going to go ballistic. Wife-changing money is coming. Nothing on the channel is a financial advice, just my opinion. I'm some guy on the internet who loves crypto bros and all the hoes. All right. So, yes, that's what I'm expecting. Priyank Patel, BCH. Optimus. What is Optimus? Let's look at Optimus. Optimus. Guys, make sure to hit that like. What is happening? Only 5 likes here. Just make sure to hit that like. Don't forget, I know all you are nice guys, but I sometimes watch some YouTube videos and I forget. Okay, so I'm just reminding you so that you don't have to worry about it later. Just right now, go and just hit that like. Get done with it. So, yeah, where was I? Optimus. What is Optimus? Optimus AI. Is this the one, brother? If it goes even just a little bit lower than this, then I'll be bearish on this. If it can't go any lower than this. Okay, can't. Hold on. Yeah, it can't go any lower than this. Optimus.
This is the time.
98%.
I look into your eyes.
What's the market cap of Optimus? You know what I like? Dojo on Mars. Where is this coin available? Oh, $1 million market cap? Oh, hell yeah. Dude, I like it. It's not available in the US though. Low on volume, but yeah, $1 million market cap. Total supply, circulating supply. Yeah, so they have dumped on retail everything. So I like the tokenomics on it. And as I said, you know, it can't go any lower than where it is right now. And, you know, maybe, yeah, just because it has reach here. Ideally, it should make a double bottom and get done with it and move up from here onwards like that. And have an aggressive cycle like that, you know? Yeah, this, if it becomes bullish from where we are right now, this could pull a 100x, possibly 100x, you know? It is possible, but again, these small cap coins are they're all gamble, okay? Can it do it? Yeah, it can. If it's able to get out of this channel, okay? It can fuck with you. Just go probably to 618 or yeah 5. You know what could happen is it gets bullish from here, goes like that, and then you know makes another high and then fizzles out. Okay, so by April, if it has reached here, if it crosses this level right here, about 14 cents, then this thing is going to $1, $2, okay? Or else it's gonna fizzle out at between 6 cents to 9 cents, and then just make you wait. You know, the whole bull market. You know, you're waiting, and then it decides to go up later in 2028 or 29. All right. Just this level, very important. 5 cent level is very, very important for it to break. has to reach there by Jan. 5 cent. Get done with the dump, and then keep on moving ahead in February, March, April. Then we are looking, then we are looking good. But I would like to see Aerodrome Finance chart, please. Last to pump. Swiftcoin's doing good, bro. Look, Bitcoin Baijan, I'll look at Swiftcoin. I'm telling you why I'm bullish. Because I'm looking at the charts of Bitcoin Cash, Swiftcoin. Then, what's this coin? So you just look at this, okay? Let's delete all that. The biggest thing you have to look, just look at the RSI. Just look at this. Every time the RSI has reached this level, it has bounced back. Okay. 39 RSI. It has bounced back up. Every time. Just look here. All these years, every time we have gone this low. And this is the lowest RSI we have reached. Last time we have never been this low. RSI 32. Never. This was the lowest. Here was 34. We got really low. I thought we would go to 37 and they'll be done, but we went to 32. So this RSI, the weekly RSI, I expect it to come down here, right there, waste some time here before going parabolic. Okay. Like that. So this is the range around, this range I would get cautious around when the RSI is around 91, 92. This is where I'll start thinking about taking profits. Until then, no, bro, come on. Look at the RSI. Okay. Nothing to worry here. Swiftcoin's waiting on the long-term support. Right there. The weekly is waiting. The weekly support is right there. Look. So, yeah, we look good here, In next, by end of December, I expect end of December, first week of Jan, I expect us to touch this level right there. When I say this level, Swiftcoin should be around 0.016 or 0.014. 0.014 to 0.016. That's what I expect. It'll be a huge candle on a weekly. The weekly candle, the first weekly candle will be like this, okay? It'll be a green dildo. That'll go to 13 cents and it'll slow down, have a small dump and then hit 15, 16 cents. Okay? That's how it's going to look. All right? And the weekly candles will be like this, Expect it to slow down a little bit, right there. Have a pullback, small pullback. Let's waste some time. Like that. Before we get a huge candle up like that. Big, big, big weekly candle to, 10 to 12 cents. Okay. That's what I expect.
I get unstable, I get unstable.
Corbin, how are you? Corbin, Olympic Farmer. I saw your post, posted a comment on my Theta. Trey, you said 18 cents a long time ago. Yes, I did. And it's possible we might. I was just looking at Theta. Yeah, it's possible until we are in this channel. There's always a possibility of 18 cents before we go up. Okay. So, you know, it's possible we kiss 18 cents, 17 cents, and then, you know, aggressively go up. Okay. When I say aggressively, it would be like a V. You know, the moment we touch here, I don't know if we will, but when we do, the way we go up, it'll be so aggressive. It will look just like this, okay? By March, April, we could be sitting at 6 to 650, okay? There's possibility that we get a dump there, you know, nice big dump. Try to go back up again, dump again, right? So, but the recovery will be, no one would have imagined, you know, from 18 cents to $6. That is, you know, how much? If it reaches 18 cents, I would sell everything, you know, and get into Theta, because the recovery from 18 cents to $6 will be like a 30x, a quick 30x. The quickest 30x you would ever see would be, you know, from 18 cents to $6. $6, it would pause, I feel. We're looking at a $50 Theta. Even if we drop at 17 cents. Yes, $50 Theta. BTC broke 50 EMA. Come on, Sunny Singh. It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter. What happens every time? It doesn't, you know. This is what they want you to believe, okay? Every cycle is going to be different, okay? So, no matter what they say, just look at this, okay? Just look at this rising wedge, okay? Until we are in this wedge, we are fine, okay? Bitcoin's fine until we are in this wedge. Okay, nothing to worry. Nothing to worry. The moment, if we go below $75,000, $75,000, then I will be worried. Until then, no. We could go to 77, even $75,000, and, you know, I'll be fine. Nothing to be worried about. Just relax as they pull back. Nice, good size pullback. Okay? Nothing to worry about. It went a little lower than we expected, but it's fine. You know, that's good. You know, you want other people to sell, bro. You want other people to panic. Because if the market makers will not make enough money, they will not pump the market. They will not pump our altcoins. You want majority people to lose money, do a lot of fuck ups on trading. When other people fuck up, you and me win. Okay? When people panic sell, you and me win. Not everyone can become a millionaire. There's no WAGMI here. Okay? We are like hunters, okay? So some people have to lose. Money don't disappear. It just changes hands. And it's going to be our hands this time, all right? Bull market's not over, man. Let them panic sell. Sell everything. You know, if any of your friends or anyone asks, "Oh man, I sold everything." I sold everything. When you make money, don't tell anyone that how much you made. You know, nobody's happy for you. Nobody. Just keep low key and be happy from inside. You can be part of our group, you know. I'll be happy for you. Because we all on the same boat. You don't want to be with no coiners. No coiners cannot be your friends. Because they will not understand. They will not understand what you went through. They will think you're lucky, you know. When you make your millions, they will think you're lucky and hate on you. And you don't need anyone hating on you. I am tapping out, buying in October 2026 BTC. All right, brother. I'm down 300k, can't take it. So you're selling everything, Sonny? Who else sold? Who else traded and fucked up? How many of you were trading? Sonny sold. Who else sold? Look at EOS, okay? Look at EOS. This is what I expect with EOS, okay? Right there. So, expect EOS to spend. I want EOS to spend a lot of time here. Maybe 30 days, 30 to 40 days. Just do this. 30 to 40 days, do this. Make everyone in EOS tired. The same amount that we spend here. You know, approximately the same amount of days spent here. You know, that'll be ideal because my other coins can pump. Only one coin out of, say, 10 coins that I have. If one of them pumps like a motherfucker, I can move a small portion of it into EOS and it's going to pump like this. It's going to go straight up. Okay, you see how it went from here? Just put those candles right here. It'll be fast and furious when it starts to go up. It'll be like this, okay? Just few weeks. And you will see EOS sitting at $2. $2 to $2.50. Right. That's how I expect EOS to work out. But I want EOS to spend time here so I can get back. Come back at it. So, expect EOS to spend some time here. You know, even if it goes up, you know, somebody wants to make quick money, then, you know, it could go to 50, 60% and drop back down. It'll drop back down to the same range to this 10-cent level. Yeah, I planted 900 coconuts out here. Where? Bro, how did you call the dump of Theta? Well, Theta was in this channel, bro. And I said we would go to $4 or $5. You know, motherfucker only went to $3.78. You know. I was expecting it would go to $5 and get people excited. The wick I meant the wick would go to $5, at least 480, but I felt a little shy. But it's okay, The thing is, I wasn't expecting it to drag. The cycle dragged. All the targets of my coins have reached the bottom price like the way I expected, but it happened a lot later than I expected. What I was expecting Theta to do was come down here and finish this 18 cents like that. Okay. And, just finish this here and then come up. By now, I was expecting $6 Theta. On the other hand, we are still roaming around 30 cents. It's a great buy, even at 30 cents. Even if it don't drop to 18 cents, it's a great buy at 30 cents. Theta. But I think it would drop probably 19 cents, 19 to 17 cents. Or we could go to 17 cents. It's possible. But the recovery will be fast and furious. To $6, it'll be very, very fast. It'll be probably 1 or 2 months. You'll be looking at, by February or Jan, I wouldn't be surprised if Theta is sitting at $6.30, $6.50, even pushing $7. Buying back in October 2026. You'll buy the top, bro, in October. BTC at 36. Okay. Oh, bro. I'll repeat. Until Bitcoin is in this rising wedge, Bitcoin's not going anywhere, okay? Ben Cohen, Ivan on Tech, and many other big YouTubers, influencers, they have made some great calls, man. But this call is mine, okay? This call is mine. We go up to 121, 122, possibly come back down to, this level, $95,000, and then make another high to 135. Until Bitcoin makes 135, bro. Look at this. This is where we are going. Okay, 618. 618. Yeah, between 135 to even 140. 139. Yep. And we could drag all the way to 150, all the way to the end of 2026, even Q1 of 2027. Okay, but that does not mean the altcoins will last that long. Okay, alt seasons between 3 months to 4 months. That's it. 3 months to 4 months is your alt season, and it's all done, finished. So there's timeline that you have to see. That how long from the bottom your altcoin has pumped. If it's 3 months, then it's done. If you take profits at 100 days in alt season, you're a winner, my friend, because most of the gains would come in the first 100 days. After that, it will get slowed down, right? So maybe 100, 120 days. That should be the target from the bottom when it starts pumping. So you should see the timeline. And you should see the chart. Individual charts. Okay. I don't want this stream to be too long. Shrey the Legend. Let's go. Yeah, bro. I'm bullish. Okay? Whatever happens right now with Bitcoin, next few days, does not matter. Okay? Bitcoin will build a weekly. See, weekly, it'll always close the weekly candle, I feel, around 85. until it closes the weekly candle. See, right now, if it drops a little lower, you see a wick this week, because this week just started, right? So if you see the wick go down to 77, even $75,000, there's nothing to worry, because we'll be fine. And don't worry about the altcoins. They're not gonna drop that much, I feel, because majority of the altcoins have reached their bottom. Not all, okay? Majority. I'm saying majority. There are a few that might reach their bottom, you know, but majority have bottom. So expect a pump. Bitcoin, how much time it spends here? Maybe another week, you know, like that. And then we go to this level, $103,000, 102, 103. Waste some time, and then we go to $122,000. Okay? It's written. It's written. Nothing on the channel is a financial advice, just my opinion. I'm some guy on the internet who loves crypto and my crypto bros. Just look at NCT. Polyswarm. Okay? Polyswarm. I've made a bet on Polyswarm on my Patreon that I'll try to convert $8,229 into $500,000. Okay? I bought Polyswarm right here at the bottom, right here in this range. Okay? I invested $8,229,000. Convert that into $500,000. Polyswarm. Sell around 66 cents. 66 cents. Risky coin. If it gets delisted from Coinbase, this coin will go to zero. Okay? This coin could go to zero. That's why I have not invested a lot. But I think it's going to 70 cents. You know? 70 cents. Okay? It's all cluttered. Right there. If it goes any lower than where we are, then I would change my opinion. If it goes any lower than where we are, then I would change my opinion. But as of now, I think, you know, we jerk around here for a few more days in this range. Jerk around a few more days, maybe another week. And then, right here, do this. Do this. You know, spend some more time like that. And the whole Jan. And then, in February, March, we stop pumping. You know, but like this, I feel it's a great buy right now. Again, small caps, mid caps are risky. These things could go to zero if it gets delisted. I'm just taking a chance for fun. Because in crypto at the bottoms, you don't need that much money to make a lot of money. Okay? I want to prove the point. Scared money don't make money. You have to have balls for it. Please don't buy anything crypto till the end of October 2026. Alright, brother. Okay, I'm gonna take off, guys. Have a good night, good morning, good evening, wherever you are on this planet. Love you all. I am bullish. There's nothing to worry about. I am chilling. Okay, just relaxing, just waiting. Okay, it's not. I'm not super excited. You know, it's just bored. But I know I'm super excited for what's coming. Okay, just have to kill another week. Another week, maybe until 15th of December, I think, and then you will see an amazing, amazing run. Okay, only lucky people will enjoy this. Only lucky. Okay. And you are lucky because you're on Straight TV, baby. Love you all. Good night.